Hey everyone, hope you're having a great evening. We'll give a few more seconds to get anybody that wants to join us on. If y'all are enjoying this nice fall day, feels like summer. And while we're getting a few more joining us, if you're joining us on Facebook, if you do want to ask a question in the comments, you may have to allow StreamYard to access your account. So be sure to do that, and that will allow us to see your questions. If you're on YouTube, you should be able to hopefully type in a question. If not, we will try to provide a way for you to do that. Depending on our YouTube settings, may have restricted comments. But we'll try to provide another method to ask questions. So we'll just give another few seconds and then we'll get started.
Adam, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
I can. I'm Adam Wiseman. I am a digital learning and innovation coordinator, mainly serving McDowell High School.
I'm Eve Walker. I am a digital learning and innovation specialist serving West McDowell Middle School, Foothills Community School, and 4 of our elementary schools.
All right, we'll get started. Tonight, we are going to focus on Canvas for parents, and it's mainly going to just be question and answers. We're going to review a few things just in case you were not aware of some features, and then we'll give some time for some questions towards the end. So we're going to get started, and I'm going to let Eve take over. She's going to show you how, if you have not linked your parent account, your Canvas parent account to your student or students, she's going to show you the process in order to accomplish that. So Eve, I'm going to let you take it away.
Okay. So I'm already acting as a student at the moment. I'm going to go ahead and show you all where your student will go, because this could be helpful if you want to get it set up at home. When students are logged in, they can go to their I'm having a moment here, sorry. Go into their course, I believe. No, I think I was already there. Adam, help me out. I've just forgot. I've had a moment where I forgot where they go to get their code for their parent.
Oh, it's under their account. Click their account icon and then settings.
Okay, sorry. All right, so over here, when they go to their account icon and go to settings for the student can click pair with observer, and it's going to give them a code they can write down, or the parent can write down to pair with their student. So if you've not already done this and you'd like to, this is the way to get the code. The student actually gets it for you. So when I click that, I get a code. And then I can take that code and put it in my email, or sorry, put it in my login when I set up my login. So I'm going to go up here and open a new tab and go to McDowell.instructure.com. That's our web browser, or our website for Canvas. We use our own. It's not canvas.com. It's McDowell.instructure.com. So make sure you're going there. I'll need to log him out. He's going to pop up again. So what you'll see is, I may need to log him out from here. Hang on 1 second. Ah. Let me try this. Let me go to, it's trying to log me in with my Google. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to go to Students Canvas. Oh, that didn't work. Family LMS. Canvas parent login. Okay, this is what it should look like. I'm so sorry that took forever. You can just go to McDowell.instructure.com. If it says, if you've never done this before, it says parent of a Canvas user, click here for an account. And you'll click that little area there and just put your name in. Call myself Dawn Smith for something different. Or I guess I should say Jane Smith. And then your email, I'm going to try a different email this time. So I already signed up once. Hopefully this works. Then I'm going to put my student pairing code in here that I copied and pasted. Make sure you choose, you agree to the terms of use right here. And then you click Start Participating. And then this is how it's going to look for parents. It looks very similar to the student account, except you'll see down here it says Observing MHS Test. And my student name is MHS Test. So it'll show, you know, you're observing Johnny Smith, if that's your son's name. So you know that you're an observer now. And you can see much of what he can see or she can see when you log in. I can go ahead and show you that actually, because I think it's going to be very similar. But you know, you can also have your students show you most of this stuff too when they're logged into Canvas. So either way, when you first enter, you're on your dashboard that shows all of your students enrolled courses right here. Okay, so you're observing all of your students enrolled courses when you log in. Then you can come up here to the very top. These are just some countywide announcements we have about different things to do with Canvas. But over here to the side, you have a view calendar, excuse me, a view calendar button. You have some lessons that are coming up that are due in the near future that they haven't done yet. You may have a to-do list up here, but that may just be for students because it kind of tells them what they have left to complete there. And then you have view grades. So you can click on view grades, and this is kind of neat because it shows you just a quick summary of all of your students' accounts or courses that they're in, okay? So when you look at this little page for, in my case, I'm Jane Smith, but I'm showing my students' grades. I can see what they have in their MCH or MHS test, MCS demo class. This is the student name first, then they'll have their course name. So they've got a 60 in there, so that would concern me. So if I want to look into that more, I can click on that. And I can see all their grades. And when you come to the grades tab for each course, and again, you can go about it that way, or you can go from the dashboard to the course that you're interested in straight away here, and then click on grades. So there's always a few different ways in Canvas to get to things. That's what makes it a little more tedious to learn, but it's definitely very thorough. So when you get to the grades page, you can see all of your students' assignments. You can see what they were, could have gotten, the score they made. If it says EX, that means it was excused. Either they're in, they were in a different group and didn't have to do this assignment, or whatever. The teacher decided maybe everybody was excused for some reason or another. If the student has been, if it's marked missing, the chances are the teacher may have manually entered all the grades and didn't have a grade for that student. They had to have marked it missing somehow. But pretty much, if you see any like dash for the score or a 0 for the score, they don't have a score for that assignment. So, I would talk to my child and see what's going on, why this has not been turned in. If the child doesn't know anything about it, you can always contact your child's teacher to ask them about it. If they're having trouble completing something, definitely be in contact with the teacher so you can see what's going on with that. But here you can see all their grades, how well they did on it. This would be some that we actually graded. These are just all practice things. So you can see this grade was 100%. This was 60 down here. So you can go through and see what they're missing and talk to them about what they need to catch up on. Also, back at the beginning here, from the home page for this course, we can see the calendar view, which I really like because, again, these are the assignments coming up. It shows you how much they're worth, what the name of them are. You can click on them here. Also, when they're due, that's the due date, so that's handy. When you go to calendar view, if you're a calendar person like I am, I like to kind of see it laid out for the weeks ahead. So this is another great way to look at and see what's coming up in the calendar for their assignments and maybe what they have already completed. So that's another way to look at their assignments. So again, the dashboard is where you log into once you set up an account. Here it's all their courses. So if you need to check out any of their courses, you just click right on the course. And then from there, you can go to grades. You can go to modules is actually what the students go to when they're doing their assignments. So you can see those in more of a chronological order here. What's coming up, what's going on this week, what's coming up in the next week should be posted there as well. And you can just really help them stay on top of their work by checking this out and seeing what they've got for the week. Did I leave anything out, guys?
I think that was a good overview,
Okay.
Eve. We did before you leave the parent screen there. We have a question concerning how to message the teacher through Canvas. Can you?
Yeah, the students, the parents, the teachers all have the inbox here for Canvas. So you can go to the inbox. If you just have a general question, you can go up here to compose a new message. And again, this is looking at it from a parent perspective. I haven't had any other messages so far as a parent. If I'm concerned about Johnny's, we'll say the MCS demo class is his math class, I'm going to choose that. And then over here, there's a little address book. I can click on the address book to get the teacher's name. And his teacher's Adam Wiseman, so I'm going to choose Adam Wiseman. And I'll just say, got a missing assignment for 10-5. I have a question about that. And then I can just type Mr. Wiseman a letter just asking him, I'll say Johnny is locked out of assignment from 10-5. Can he complete this? Okay, because I want to know that he can get in there and get that done. And I'll just hit send, and it goes to Mr. Wiseman. He gets this. Mr. Wiseman gets this in his email, his school email, as well as his Canvas inbox right here. So, and he can reply from his school email. So teachers who don't, some teachers may not use this as often as others, but they will get it in their email. And right now, teachers are checking their email very frequently. So whether it be from they check it here or they check it in their email, they should get some kind of response to you pretty quickly. So this is a great communication tool built in right here for your you or your student. Your student can use this as well. And keep an eye on it for messages from the teacher, because some teachers may be sending some things out from that too.
If you'll click on, actually click on that MCS demo class. Every teacher's class should have a similar look, especially with the homepage and how everything's set up. Another way you can find some contact information for your child's teacher is in the About Your Teacher section. So as a parent, if you set up your Observer account, with your child, you should be able to access this page in your child's class. And when you click on that, the teacher should have provided some additional contact information, maybe their email, and some additional ways to reach them besides messaging them through Canvas. And another thing that you can do, and we can't really show this screen to you, but you can download the Canvas parent app on your phone, and that does provide a little bit of a cleaner view for you and a quicker view that you can access information about your student more quickly than logging in through the website. So the process for doing that, we'll pop the link over into our live stream. We have set up a guide to help connect you with the Canvas parent app and how that you can add your account to the app so that you'll have that. Let me pop that over in. So we do have McDowell County Schools Learning Management System support page. It does have information for families on both Google Classroom and Canvas. Our Google Classroom, that's for 3 through 5, grades 3 through 5. And then 6 through 12 is Canvas. So if you visit that page and click on families and then click on Canvas, you'll be able to access the app information. I wish we could show that screenshot to you through our live stream, but the platform that we're using does not allow for us showing that. But we do have some screenshots in the parent app guide that kind of shows you exactly what to do. Okay, so that is probably the easiest way to view your child's Canvas as a parent, is using that app.
Diana has said that their problem has been doing some of the assignments, the external tools outside of Canvas. Do we have a place to show how to do that, or do we need to just maybe model some of that for them? Or
we can look back at that demo class, because I think we built some assignments that are that have external tools.
Okay.
Let me click on. Here we go.
I know I think I've put a few CAMI assignments in here and those sorts of things.
And if your child is having specific issues with loading an assignment, especially if it's through an external tool, the best place to check first is with your child's teacher. Just ask them that your child's having some issues accessing. And if they can't fix it, they'll reach out to one of us and we can look further and see what the issue is. Sometimes it's due to maybe a setup issue, and sometimes it is due to just high demand, especially with some of the apps, especially at the beginning of this school year. A lot of these platforms had high traffic across the nation, so some of those were having some slowness, but all these platforms have gotten a whole lot better as the weeks have progressed.
So this is, I think this is a CAMI assignment. Whenever your student has a CAMI assignment, it's basically a PDF reader, an annotation tool for PDFs, so they can write on top of the PDF that the teacher assigns. So when I click on this, it's going to prompt me to log in or sign up with CAMI for CAMI through Google. They always choose Google because they have a Google email account. I don't know if this will work right with me being on here, but we'll see. I think it will with MHS. Okay. And then they'll put their password in for their school email. And then the window is going to pop open here with the CAMI external tool. What they can do is they can complete it within here. Sometimes I believe it gives them a link here. They can also open it up larger by clicking, I believe right here. Let me log back in, see if that gets it. Adam, there's a smoother way to do that. What have I forgotten? They click.
I think with this particular assignment, sometimes teachers will have a button that when the student clicks on it, it will pop this CAMI assignment out in a new tab.
Yeah.
I don't believe, since it's embedded this way, I don't think you can pop it out yet, to my knowledge.
This might have been one I'd done before, and I didn't set it up that way. But anyway, they can click on CAMI and go externally, and then just open it from there. And they can go in here, and there's tools over here they can use to write with. There's the drawing tool here. So they can pick a color. It's pretty neat. The only thing is if they don't have the touch screens, which I know a lot of them still don't, if they are just using a trackpad, it's a little more difficult to draw. This is a drawing assignment. So I would have to just see, I'm a little crooked trying to draw, but that's okay. Also, if you have a wireless mouse or a mouse you can attach to their Chromebook, let me do this so it shows you the submit button. There we go. That the mouse is sometimes a little steadier, just FYI. So if you have a little mouse you can use with it, that might be a little easier. But they'll just complete their worksheet or their practice sheet, whatever they're doing here. They may be drawing a diagram. There's all kinds of things you can do with CAMI. Sometimes it's a little easier if you just are able to do a text box, so they can come over and just click wherever they need to answer. I'm going to pretend like there's an answer space here, and they can just type in whatever they're answering with. And they can do text box as well. Another really neat feature, if your student has a hard time with reading, anything that's a PDF, they can open up in their CAMI extension. They have that. It's been paid for by the county. So they can literally open up CAMI from their tool, their extension bar here. I don't see it on mine because I'm in incognito, but they have it there. It's like the blue and white K in a circle. And they can come over here and do text to speech. So I don't have a whole lot of text on this page, but if they use that, it will read the instructions to them in a PDF. So I've had students who, when they're in Canvas, they may have something to read that's on a PDF. The teacher has embedded in an assignment. And if it's really hard for them to read, they can do a read aloud through CAMI. So that's kind of nice to have that. There is an immersive reading tool in Canvas, but it does not read these. So if there's a PDF like this inside of Canvas, they can always open it up outside of Canvas in CAMI and just use this to read.
1113,158 0XX greater.
So obviously the numbers are kind of odd, but if it was a reading passage, that would be great. And then when they're finished filling out whatever they're doing here, they have a submit button here. What happens is when they open this, it puts their name in front of the assignment here in the title of the CAMI PDF. They click submit, and that turns that CAMI PDF into their teacher in Canvas. So after I hit submit, my teacher is going to get that in her Canvas. So it says it did say that I submitted, and it automatically saves too, by the way. So that's really nice. Like Google Products, it saves automatically. And then my teacher will have it submitted for a grade in her Canvas. So that's a CAMI assignment. And you may, the other thing is, if you've not done this, most students have done one by now, but if they haven't, it may pop up where they have to authorize their Google account and allow their Google account. Make sure they always click authorize and allow for something like this, because that lets them into the it gives the product like CAMI access to their Google Drive, which is really important when they're doing these assignments. And another one we might have here, let's see.
Let's find a Google one.
I think this one. Okay, right here's what I was talking about with authorize. If this comes up, make sure they click authorize as a student. And I will use my student account. And then they'll have to click allow again. So if they haven't done this one time, that could be some of the trouble they're having. They have to make sure they authorize and allow. And it'll pop up. It should pop up. So this was a Google slide the teacher assigned. It's actually like set up as a blank comic strip template, and the student would be required to maybe complete this for a project or some classwork or homework. You can click on, I see. Okay. Well, I don't have the little link. Shouldn't there be a link for me to open it, Adam?
Should be. It may be due to that being an incognito.
It might be, yeah. It's not letting me. Usually there's like a little link up here for the students, and they can click that link and it will make it full screen. It'll take it outside of Canvas, which is really nice. And then once they get outside of Canvas, they can work in here just like any other Google slide or Google Doc. So it'll give them a copy of it is what happens when they click the link. This looks a little weird because I am in incognito and I'm a teacher possibly, and it's just not wanting to cooperate right now. But they do have generally like a little external link here to click that says also the same title comic strip template. Then they'll click that. This will get really big, and then they can work in it. Right now I've got it on view only, and that is not what I wanted to show you guys. I'm so sorry. But anyway, they can complete it. It saves. It's a Google product, so it saves as they work on it, and then they can turn it in to the teacher, and she or he gets it finished, the completed product, after they turn it in. So, and
what they'll have to do with this. So, if this is what the assignment entails, and it loads like this, even if they pop it out in a new tab, or they go into their Google Drive and pull this up, they can still work on it, but they'll have to come back to Canvas and hit the submit button. That's where we've had some students say they've completed stuff, but they didn't complete the other step in coming back into Canvas and clicking the submit button in that assignment. That way the teacher will get their work. But it's not showing up here like it's supposed to, because Eve's having to do this in incognito with how the Google Drive works, since she is a teacher of this class. But your student's view should look very similar to this. They'll just have a submit button. They'll also have the name of the assignment should be a blue link that they can click on to pop it out into a new tab for them.
And it's sort of magical, I like to say, because the blue link is right here. When they click it, it opens up large like this, and they can make all the editing marks they want to. They can add whatever they want to it. And oops. And then when they finish, it saves as they go, because it's a Google product. So it's saving right here as they do it. And then they can keep on editing as they need to. They can go to dinner and come back, and it's saved, and they can keep on adding things to it. And yeah, so they can do that until they finish adding all the text and angry cat pictures they can find. That's what I do for fun, because I'm a dog lover. And then they just finish up, and then like Adam said, it's saving here. But when I go, the magic part is this: when they go back to the Google assignment, Google Drive Cloud assignment, they just click the submit button here that's built in, the turn in button, and it goes right back to the teacher completed. And they'll see all their work right here. It's appearing right here as they're typing over here. So that's what they should be seeing, minus a couple little things I'm missing here that you'll see from the student view.
And also, your student may have be assigned a Google assignment that's using a different tool. And if you want to show them the Google assignments.
This one won't open up for some reason. It says my role is not supported, but it looks like this. It'll have the same, it'll have like a link up here. I believe that's right, Adam. The little link, same kind of link that takes them to an external product. And this might be a Google Doc or a Google Slide. It could be a Jamboard even. And then it opens up and it automatically creates a copy for your student when they click on that link. They can work on it. And then this one looks very much like the old Google Classroom. There's like a turn in button and they can hit turn in and it turns it into the teacher when they're finished. So it's quite similar to that last one. It's just, it looks a little more like the old Google assignments from Google Classroom. And I'm sorry I can't show everything right now. It's just not cooperating with me in this view, I think.
And Diana, you had a question. If it's something specific to an assignment, our best suggestion is to reach out to his teacher and see if you can get some help from the teacher. And if the teacher can't figure out what's going on with that, then they'll reach out to one of us and we'll be glad to take it from there. But your first stop would be with the teacher, since the teacher is the one that assigned that specific assignment. And if you're still having trouble or whatever, we're going to pop in the email address to receive tech support from our team. And you can maybe explain it further and let us know his name in the email. We don't want to have that broadcast here. So feel free to reach out to that email, okay? And we'll pop that in the chat. All right, any other questions? Feel free to type those. If you're joining us from Facebook, type those in the comments. If you're joining us from YouTube, we had to turn off the live chat in YouTube because we received some spam and stuff. So we set up a question wall, and I've just popped the link in our live stream. So that's bit.ly/MCS Parent OCT, all lowercase, and that will take you to our question wall. You'll just click on the wall, type your question, and then add that to our question wall, and we'll be able to answer that, hopefully.
Thank you all. You all have had great questions tonight.
So hopefully turning in and accessing work has gotten easier for your student over the last few weeks as we all were learning together. So hopefully things will get easier as we keep on going through these weeks. Canvas will be the platform in the future. Even when we do resume normal schedule and normal class, this will be the platform where your students will submit most of their work when they get back to full in-person school. And you'll still be able to check in on them since you have set yourself up with your parent account. Okay, so there's so many places to find assignments. So are you talking as when you're logged in as a parent, or your student is finding a hard time finding assignments? So Diana, if you can kind of clarify. Student, okay. So Eve, let's go ahead and I'll let you share your screen again as a student. One other way we are providing consistency, all your child's classes should be using modules or the classwork section of the class. And that's essentially named modules. That's what Canvas names it. And so on the home page for the class, it's the classwork button. If the student wants to access it on the left side menu, it's modules. These are should be set up by weeks or by topic or unit. This is where the student should be accessing their assignments here. Even though they can go to their calendar, they can see what assignments are due when. Sometimes when they click on things in the calendar, it doesn't load right. Especially if it's like an external tool, like with a Google tool or CAMI, it doesn't show up the assignment correctly. So the best place to access assignments is the modules, which is essentially the classwork section. That's how the teachers should be setting things up.
And I can say most of our teachers are doing a really good job of organizing this really well for our students to be able to know exactly what's going on for the week. Some of them are making it set up so that they have to go through chronologically and finish this assignment before they can go on to this assignment. Some are hiding future assignments and just showing so the student only sees the current assignments, making it even easier for them to focus when they get in there. So definitely check out the modules tab or the classwork page, which is the same thing. The same thing as modules is the classwork page, and see how your students, teachers have it organized. This is the easiest place to look.
And also, and Eve talked about this at the beginning, if the student or you click on the grades link, that's another snapshot that shows if a student's missing anything. They can click on the assignment there, but once again, it may not load the assignment correctly like it needs to be. So the best place to access the assignment to complete it is in the modules or the classwork section.
And another good thing Adam mentioned earlier, you don't see it here because this is not a PowerSchool course, but we've added grading periods here. So, maybe some of these grades aren't as important at this point to you because they've already been given a grade for the first 9 weeks, and you want to see, you realize they're maybe not making, getting everything turned in you'd like to see, and you just want to see the current 9 weeks and make sure they're on top of things so their grade improves this 9 weeks. You can sort right here by grading period. It'll be probably, I think you said right between these two, Adam, next to the course.
It's before the course, so the course drop down. So
right about here, you'll see grading period, and you can switch it to the second quarter or whatever you need to switch it to and see exactly what they're missing and what they have grades for in the current 9 weeks. So that'll be nice to be able to look at it that way as well if you want to just look at the 9-week grades.
And the official place to access grades from McDowell County Schools is still PowerSchool. So that is the official place to find your child's final grade. But in Canvas, the grade book should be pretty close, if not on top of, and reflect what the grade is in PowerSchool. But we will offer the disclaimer, the official place to get official grades is still PowerSchool. This Canvas grade book, it does provide a snapshot. It provides a quick glance on what is missing. Also, it offers you and your student the chance to see any feedback the teacher has provided on particular assignments. So use this as a resource for you, but the official place to get grades is still PowerSchool. And Diane, hopefully we did answer your question. So if not, if we need to clarify further, just let us know in the chat, the comments.
I just realized I'm still in here as a parent. That's why we couldn't see things correctly earlier.
Okay.
That's why I couldn't show you all the student view correctly, because I'm still logged in as a parent observer. We can't do our work for our students. We can only get in there and look at what their assignments look like.
All right, Donna, for Power School for Parents, you'll need to contact your child's school and ask to speak to the data manager, and they'll be able to help you get what you need to get connected to Power School. All right, as we wrap up, if you have any burning questions still, feel free to type those in the comments. If you're tuning in from Facebook, if you're tuning in from YouTube, you can't add a comment or a chat. We have provided a alternative way to ask your question. I popped it on our screen here, so feel free to add your question there if you're tuning in from YouTube. And we'll try to answer that, any additional questions that come in. All right. So hopefully, as a parent or guardian or family member, we made you more aware of some ways you can connect with your child's teachers, how you can stay on top of your or help your child be successful by being able to monitor what they're responsible for, and also have access to the information that you need to be successful as well as a parent in accessing your child's learning management system. Before we go, I'm going to also post on our live stream our support page. This does have information and guides that will help you in accessing Canvas and answer the most frequently asked questions. It also provides you information with how to access the Canvas parent app and add your account there. Okay. So once again, thank you for joining us, and we hope that you have a good rest of your year. We do plan on doing a few more live streams on additional topics in the future, so stay tuned for those. We will be posting information to the McDowell County Schools social media pages, and your child's school may share out information as well. All right. Y'all have a great evening. Thanks again.
Bye. Thank you.